Welcome everybody to the College Basketball Preview Show on the Grueling Truth Sports Network. I'm your host, Mike Goodpaster. Today we're going to look at the Purdue Boilermakers as they travel to Rutgers to battle the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. Right now, Purdue is favored by a point and a half, and this is a huge game for Rutgers, especially. They came into this season with Harper and Bailey, two potential NBA lottery picks. This was supposed to be a big year where Rutgers made a run at a Big Ten championship. They're just barely over 500 right now as they've struggled all year. And Rutgers suffered a tough defeat on Monday night at home against the Wisconsin Badgers. Their star guard, Dylan Harper, still appeared to be dealing with health issues in this game, playing just 15 minutes and scoring 0 points. This isn't a great matchup on paper for Rutgers, as it only ranks in the top 95 in offensive and defensive adjusted efficiency. Meanwhile, it's going up against a Purdue team that is shooting 40% from three and ranks in the top 25 in effective field goal percentage. Defensively, Rutgers has been as efficient as it's been in the past, or hasn't been as efficient as it has in the past. But I will say that its offense has been a much stronger unit than previous versions of the Scarlet Knights. I like that they have had a couple more days for Harper to get healthy. And they're 31st in the country in offensive turnover rate, which means that they protect the ball well. Now, if Harper, you're looking to get Tuesday, Wednesday, a couple days off, maybe he comes back healthy, a lot more healthy than he was the other night when he played 15 minutes. The question is, how long would he be effective for? Because if he's been sick for a while, which he has, how big of a toll does that take on his body coming into this game, and how does it affect him going into the second half? Now, Purdue ranks outside the top 320 in block rate, and it's going up against a much lengthier Rutgers team. The Boilers don't have the luxury of having Zach Edey down low, and it struggles to rebound the basketball this year. Also, Purdue's defense isn't as elite as you may think. The Boilermakers are due for serious regression on both sides of the ball, and it's an awful situation to be facing a very desperate Rutgers team on the road. Jersey Mike's Arena is one of the most demanding venues to play in the Big Ten, and these fans realize that their team desperately needs to get in the win column to turn the season around. There's no doubt that Rutgers has the talent to compete with Purdue all evening long, and its offense will be able to take advantage of some of Purdue's flawed defensive metrics. Purdue only shoots 73% from the free throw line while getting to the line a decent amount of times. But Rutgers is in the top 50 in the country in terms of foul rate on defense. The Scarlet Knights rarely allow their opponents to get to the charity stripe. I don't think Rutgers' rebounding issues will come into play here. I believe favorable shooting fortune will come their way. This game to me is a definition of a buy low, sell high spot. Ken Palm has Purdue as a 5-point favorite. The bookies have this as low, have it at Purdue minus 1.5. BetMGM, our top sports book for betting on college basketball, right now has Purdue as a 1.5-point favorite. If you want to go to BetMGM, bet the game there, you can click on the link in the description down below in this YouTube video. So this gets back to this. How healthy will Harper be? If Harper is healthy enough to give them 25 or 30 quality minutes, him and Bailey together are one of the best duos in college basketball. All right. I don't think they're as good as like Cooper Flag and Con Canoopel, but we don't know that yet because we haven't seen them in Big Ten play. They're both freshmen. They should be rounding into shape. But Coach McNell, I think, has done a really good job recruiting this team. The only problem is you've got two studs and everybody else around them are just guys. They need both of their studs to be healthy and playing tonight. If they're both healthy and playing tonight, the Purdue Boilermakers are going to have their hands full. The other thing that worries me here is Purdue got thumped at Penn State. Penn State's not a great basketball team. They're a good basketball team. But ever since that, Penn State lost at home to Indiana. They got blown out the other night at Illinois, and that was missing one of their best players for the Illini. So this game's on the road. If the game was at Purdue, if it was at Mackey Arena, I would take Purdue all day. But right now, you have a desperate Rutgers Scarlet Knight basketball team, and you've got two outstanding players on that team that can take a game over at any time. I'm going to go with Rutgers tonight, and I'm not going to go up minus 1.5. I'm going to go Rutgers on the money line. Now, what I will do, it is 1 o'clock when I'm filming this show. I will wait to bet on this game until about 5:45 because I think there's a decent chance that you may be able to get to 2 or 3 points. Then I would bet Rutgers and take the points. But right now, the way this money line is, I'm taking the Scarlet Knights in the money line. I think Rutgers wins this game somewhere in the 68-65 area. And I think it'll be a good, intense basketball game. But I think Rutgers right here, I think Purdue's going to run into a buzzsaw. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead. We're going to wrap it up. Remember, like, subscribe, hit the bell notification on YouTube. Follow me on X at Grueling Truth. But for now, I'm Mike Goodpaster. You've been watching and listening to The Grueling Truth, where the legends speak.